Testing, testing, testing. How everybody doing today? I'm started a little bit late because I don't want to be here very long, but so I'm kind of still in the middle of stuff. I'm not 100% done, but but yeah, I'm just gonna be here for a little bit, and so today we're gonna be killing two birds with one stone, literally. Um, and so, but first off, let me get a shout out to my chat room. See who we got first in the building. This is one of those videos you must have to watch. We got Rodriguez, Deep in the building. You first in the building today, so now you are moderator. You are moderator today. Now, as you can see, the name of the title is "How to Debunk the Outer Africa Theory Using DNA Testing." And then I got hashtag the Kodaks. Now the Kodaks is my channel. That's my channel. So if you like my content, if you like the stuff I do, you might want to go there. Because that's where I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff that I like. So definitely do hashtag the Kodaks, the keeper of the Kodaks. Definitely check that out. And that's where you can go find me at. So yeah, so those of you who like my content, shout out to y'all. We got Black Seeker, we got a Black Caesar, Leander Leone in the building, Seeker of Truth. We got Mark Walton and Bill. Mark Walton, we've been seeing you around a lot, so we're gonna go ahead and mod you up. You here with us. Mr. Dark Brother, of course, it's not an official live stream unless Mr. Dark Brother is in here. Cherokee in the building. How you doing? Who else we got up in here? We got is that Renee Thompson? How you doing? Who else we got up in here? Eugene Page up in here. Copper Tribe or No Tribe. Copper Tribe, you've been around for a while too, buddy. So we're gonna go ahead and mod you up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, so this is not gonna be that long because it don't take that long to do this stuff. But I got my little shout outs and I got my little promotions I want to do. We got Dreadman 12 in the building. We got Diva Clown Studio Weaves in the building. How you doing, Auntie? Nice to see you up out there. Nice little shout out. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. And first, I'm going ahead and get into some promotional stuff. First off, I want to give a shout out to the brother Rob Hill. You guys can blame this live stream on him. You know what I'm saying? The brother has some very encouraging words for me, and I appreciate the encouraging words. As you can see on the screen, he said you are quickly becoming one of my most favorite, N words on earth. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that brother. Make sure you go to hashtag Kodaks and sign up for my page because I haven't done anything yet or anything I wanted to do yet. But yeah, but I'm out here. At least I'm in the candidate for somebody's favorite. So yeah, so definitely make sure you do that. Um, yeah, make sure you check that out. So we're gonna go ahead and do some promotions real quick, and then we're gonna get into this because this is not gonna take that long. Now, first thing, let me see. Okay, testing. Make sure you can hear me over here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Lakeisha Recall Center. Now you can also find the Lakeisha Recall Center in the description box. The Lakeisha Recall Center is there for you to see what products has been recalled. And so we're gonna funnel all Lakeisha recall centers to this site. It's just a little blog site. It's nothing fancy. It's just a little cheap little blog site we got. It's a little free little site. You know what I'm saying? But once we start getting a lot more traffic and once we get more support, we'll be able to jazz it up and we'll be able to fix it up and have little things running. And you know how we like to do, but we just can't do that right now. It's not one of those pages where you hang out at, all day. You go there, you check out a couple of things, and you leave. You see what I'm saying? So there's no security measures because it's not meant for you to hang out there all day. And so the description box is in the description box. So we're going to look at some products that has been recalled recently. So we got General Mills recalls 5 pounds bags of Gold Mills unbleached all-purpose flour. So that has been recalled. So you might want to check that out. So definitely go check that out. It is more products, and this is something right here that is very uh, that is that is alert and is very alarming. It says air refills recall by Dayan can unexpectedly discharge um, uh, risk of serious injury and death. So it can kill you. Okay? It can kill you. Now, some of the products that we be recalling can kill you. You see what I'm saying? So we're out here, Lakeisha out here on alert. So let's give it up for for the Lakeisha Recall Center people and the people the people that's putting that together and that's doing that for stepping up. This is, this is work. It is work. It's not a lot, but it's still work, and we definitely appreciate that. So yeah, so definitely check that out. And when you get your lawsuit, make sure you drop down Lakeisha Network a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be killing our kids and killing us. Now, if you did that, just say for example, who we got out there in the chat room? Just let's say for example, if Secret Truth was to make a batch of cookies and her batch of cookies killed someone, she probably gonna go to jail. But guess what? They got some what is it, aerosol can, something unexpectedly discharged, you know what I'm saying, some air refill can, and it can kill us, you guys. So definitely take notice of that. And I just wanted to get that out the way real quick. And so now you got your wrench. So now, so basically, we're going to kill two birds in one stone, because if the outer Africa theory is real and DNA is real, shouldn't they be able to prove it with DNA? So your DNA and your haplogroup should be able to go all the way back into the little pea or little whatever they say we come from. Because after the monkey, it gets real distorted. You notice they never go after the monkey. So after the monkey, it get real distorted. And so if DNA is real, they should be able to prove the evolution theory using DNA testing. But guess what? They can't. Okay? They can't do it. And so we're going to go into that a little bit. We're going to break that down. So first off, let me introduce myself, because I believe a lot of people really don't know who I am. And so let me adjust my screen and let me fix up my screen the way I want it, because I I did some things unexpectedly at the last moment. So if you can give me some time to uh, to fix that up, that would be great. I'm gonna continue to talk to you, but my words are gonna be very meaningless and very blank. It's simply because I just want some words on the screen. Um, yeah, simply because I just want some sound coming through the mic. But I'm actually doing something that I'm trying to fix up. Um, okay, hold on one second. I'm almost done, and then we're gonna break these down. But first, I need to introduce myself, because I want people to go over there, to my channel, and you know what I'm saying. So so we can get a little more serious, and we can actually get some work done and actually get some building done, because that's what I'm here to do. So I can't stress the fact, you know what I'm saying, you definitely want to go to hashtag the Kodaks, if you're about building. You know what I'm saying? We all the same over there. Okay. Now, okay. Now hold on one second. I'm almost done. Now, a shout out to Rob Hill as well. I appreciate your encouraging words, brother. We definitely lack that in our day and age, and we definitely appreciate it. So now, here we go. Now, I'm gonna introduce myself really quick so people can get a little glimpse of who I am and what I do. Now, as you can see, I have Steve Jobs. Actually, let me fix this a little bit. Let me fix this, and matches up with the Bill, and the Steve with the Steve. Now, as you can see, I have Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is a computer guy. He's not a scientist, he's a computer guy. Then I have Bill Gates. He's another computer guy. Now, you would notice them too because they are one of the most richest and powerful men in the world. Now, we both know a couple of those people are deceased. So we're rare. So when I'm talking about them, I'm talking about them as equals and as living. So if you can't see through the lines and read through the lines of what I'm saying, then you're not you're not meant to understand me, and don't subscribe to my channel. So so as you can see, you have two computer guys. Now over there you have some scientists. Okay, you have Steve Hawkins, and then you have Bill Nye, the science guy. Okay, so no, I'm not a scientist, but I am a computer guy. Okay, my name is Tyron Vito. I graduated Park Center High School, uh, to 1999, and I also went to Hennepin Technical College for camp, computer art media printout. Okay, I am a full-fledged computer nerd. Okay, that's what I do. But no, I'm not a scientist. So, most computer nerds, we look up to scientists because scientists usually have a lot of schooling, and it takes a lot of discipline to go through a lot of schooling. So we look up to them. But we also look down on scientists because we fix scientists' computers. So scientists would not exist without the computer guys because we pretty much enhance their abilities. If you work in a DNA lab or if you work in any scientific lab, you would notice there's a lot of computers. But when something happens to the computer, or even if you work at a hospital, when something happens to the computer, who do they call? They don't call a scientist to fix the computer. They don't call a doctor to fix the computer. They call the computer guys to fix the computer. So we make the scientists computers, and we even sometimes teach scientists how to use their computers. So computer guys go hand in hand with scientists. Although I'm not a scientist, but I am a computer guy. And just so happen I am a professional computer guy because that's how I make my living. I like me knowing about computers, my actual that's how I feed my family. So me know my ability to know how to work on computers is part of my survival. That's how I survive. Okay, that's why they call me the cyborg. You get it? Cyborg, data DOS communications, things like that. So I am a computer guy, but I'm not a scientist. And when a computer guy tells you your numbers wrong, you might want to listen. Okay, that don't mean he's right, but you might want to listen. Now I'm going to ask anybody out there, who would you rather be? Would you rather be Bill Gates, the computer guy, or would you rather be Bill Nye, the science guy? Okay? Bill Gates, one of the richest Americans in the whole entire world, very powerful. He got his own islands. I mean, everybody know Microsoft. He founded Microsoft. He was just a computer guy. I believe he dropped out of college or something like that. He was just a computer guy, just like me. Not a scientist, just a computer guy. So if Bill Gates tell you your numbers wrong and your numbers are off, you might want to listen to him. Now, Bill Guy, very smart guy. I don't know what he's doing now. You might be able to catch him on Las Vegas or something, and catch him on Las Vegas playing, doing some computers, doing some science experiments with the blue people playing the band behind them. You know what I'm saying? You got the blue people, and they be rocking with the aluminum, with the aluminum equipment, and they got the little tech music and Bill Nye or something. You might be able to find him something like that, or maybe on one of these talk shows or something. Okay. Now then you have Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is another computer guy. Him and a group of guys started playing with computers in his garage. Okay, just some computer guys, not no real hardcore science guys with high degrees, and they didn't have any of that. They was a bunch of nerds playing with computers, and it just so happened he founded one of the most influential companies throughout the whole entire world. Okay, called Apple or whatever you want to call it on the stock market or whatever. And he's just a computer guy. So if Steve Jobs tell you that your numbers are wrong, you might want to listen. Then you have Steve Hawkins. Steve Hawkins is smart, very, very smart individual. You know what I'm saying? Also, rest in peace to both of them. But which one would you rather be? You know what I'm saying? Steve Jobs or Steve Hawkins? Steve Hawkins, he got some books out. Maybe he had an app out, autobiography, a couple $1,000. He comes speak at your school or something, or check your paper or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not a you know what I'm saying, not a real powerful, not a real rich person, because he's just a scientist. But you see the computer guys versus the scientists. Which one would you rather be, a computer guy or a scientist? You take a pick. So if a computer guy tell you, "Hey, your number's wrong," you might want to listen to him and not want to attack him for that. You might want to listen. So that's me. I'm a computer guy. I am no Bill Gates. I am no Steve Jobs, but I follow that lineage and I study computers and I work on computers for a living. Okay? Y'all get it? Now, now let's go ahead and let's break this down, you guys, because obviously people don't really get it. Now, now here we go. Now this image, okay, let me talk about this image. Now this image was taken off a DNA website. I abstracted it. It had a white baby in there. So what I did is I took the white baby out and I put a melanated baby in there to fit my audience. It's called target marketing. Okay. There's also something that I'm into, that I'm studying, is marketing. I'm really good at marketing. So when you find a article or when you find a picture and you want to take it to fit your audience, it is called target marketing. When you abstract something out, let's just say a hmm, let's just say a sentence or a paragraph. If I want to take something out to fit my audience, it's called target marketing. It's not called being deceitful and lying to the people. It's just because a lot of people are not educated, on some things. And so they assume, because a lot of people have trust issues. So they kind of assume that there's some distrust going on there and somebody's lying and somebody's not telling the truth and being deceitful. No, bro, it's called target marketing. So everybody, if you go to that, to the DNA website, I'm not going to mention their name, but I abstracted the baby that they had, and I put a baby that fits my audience. Okay, not plagiarizing or doing any of that. I'm just trying to fit my audience. Target marketing. Okay. Now, as you can see, it says what percentage of your genes do you share? Now, as you can see, it says 18% with plants, 26 with yeast, 44 with fruit flies, okay, 92% with mice, okay, and 98% with chimpanzees, okay. Now, so as a computer guy, this tells me, and as a math guy, this tells me that the code that we are made of is very limited. It's limited. So that means that whatever made us, wherever we came from, it had a set amount of material to work with. So whatever material it used the same amount of material to make everything in existence. Okay? Maybe that might be too big for a lot of people, but let me lower it down. Let's say, for example, everybody remember the show MacGyver, right? You remember how MacGyver used to take like a piece of bubble gum, a paper clip, and he would make like a slingshot, and or something like that. So basically what I'm saying is that whatever created us, it had a set amount of material to do it. Had a set amount. And so it used that amount that it had, and it used what it had to make us. So therefore, we all have some similarities. We all have some traits with each other. Now this is 100%. This is not guessing. This is 100%, and this is what we do know. You see what I'm saying? This is what we do know, and so that's what that tells me. But this is the thing. So now we're gonna go to this website. Okay, I don't want to say the name of it, and so I go to this website. I'm gonna put the link in there. It's family tree. I'm gonna put the link in there. It's family tree. Okay. Now, family tree. Um, I know a little bit about family tree, and because family tree has custom software. Family tree software was made in China. The family tree, when there is some DNA software called family tree. So just to let everybody know, if you want to know some DNA software, there is some DNA software called family tree software. Okay, so family tree has their own software. They have their own custom software, and guess who made it? The Chinese made it, and the computer guys made family tree software, not a scientist. A scientist didn't make the family tree DNA software. Okay? Us computer guys made it. So it just so happened that they had their software made in China, and it's just so happened I work with the Chinese, so it just so happened I can get their software. So and you know what? I might even have it. You never know. I just might have the I just might have it. You never know. But as you can see, if you scroll down at the bottom, it basically says um um how many generations back does mitochondrial DNA testing trace? So it says H1 means 50% chance, ancestor go back 103, 1,300 years. Okay, so that means it only goes back so far. And then it says R1 to M1 goes back 50, there's a 50% chance, so it's a gamble. And then it says 700 years. So there's limitations there. There's limitations there, and but it says there's limitations there, but it says there's a 50% chance. So there is something there. Then it says a match on mitochondrial DNA for genetic sequence testing being your match into time. It says 50% chance, 5 generations, 125 years. So there's limitations there, but you have something to play ball with. So they're up to something. They're up to something. And so there are information. There is information and there is things. But one thing I need to tell you is that when they look inside DNA, guess what they find? When they look deep, 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 deep inside DNA, anybody know what they find? I want to see if anybody know. Do anybody know what they find deep, 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 deep inside DNA? Do anybody know? Go ahead and type it in the chat room. Do anybody know what do they find deep, 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 deep inside DNA? Anybody? Can anybody answer that question? Hold on, I want to get that question answered before we go on. Do anybody know what do what do they find deep inside DNA? Blood types, father. I'm talking father. Go more further in. Further in. Anybody? Anybody? Okay, 100%. Anybody? Okay, so we're just gonna leave that. They find computer coding. Wow. What are the odds? What are the odds that there would be coding? Okay, deep, deep, deep inside there. We're talking deep. So they found something. Okay, so so a lot of the times when people say computer code, yes, computer coding, yes, computer coding. It just so happens I'm a computer guy. So if you really want to talk DNA, I mean, I'm no expert, but I can at least, be honest with you. I won't try to sell you no BS. I can at least tell you. So, but the thing is that when people say DNA is fake, okay, um, that's kind of a broad statement because because how people try to spin it is people try to spin it as if DNA, you're saying DNA doesn't exist and DNA is fake. That's how they trying to spin it. So we have to be a little more careful and when we say DNA is fake because they have something and they are doing something. It's just it's not there yet. I'm a computer guy and I am telling you they're not there yet. They cannot do it. They have a very sophisticated algorithm. Don't get me wrong, their algorithm is up there with Amazon's algorithm. They have a very sophisticated algorithm of how they find your how they do these DNA tests. It is very sophisticated on how they do it, but it's just so happened, the computers and the limitations on the computers, on the software, on the whatever you want to call it, it's not there yet to be 100%. So what they're doing is they're giving you these little odds and these little things, you know what I'm saying? These little things to play off and these little things to go off of. Okay? So when you say DNA is fake, you have to be able to tell people exactly what is fake because they're going to say, "Oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about. He thinks DNA fake like it doesn't exist." So when you say DNA is fake, just tell them that first off, the technology is not there. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? The technology is not there. Is it something? Are they doing things and are they coming up with things? Yes, 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 they is. Um, it's just it's an algorithm that they came up with and it's very sophisticated. I can't even explain it and I'm still kind of know how they doing it, but some of the stuff is even confusing to me. But yeah, they came up with a very sophisticated algorithm to do that. So it's very mathematical on how they do DNA testing, um and test to other people. But as me as a math guy, all they doing is telling me that those are my cousins and though and they are made up at the same material that I made up. You see what I'm saying? They're not really telling me that I had a actual grandparent there. You see what I'm saying? Like you see what I'm saying? So that's the part that people don't understand. They actually think that, oh yeah, I had a grandparent there. You see what I'm saying? And they don't understand that the science is not there yet. The scientist is not there yet. And so what they're doing is they're comparing. It's a comparing analysis. It's a comparing analysis. So if you can see the screen, you see 44% fruit fly. You see 92% a mice. So does that mean you have a relative that's a mice? Do you have a relative that's a mice? No. No. Does you see what I'm saying? So they can do that with mice too. They can literally take all the mice that they find, especially those big rats in New York, and they can take all those mice and they can start doing DNA testing on them, and they can compare us to these mice, and then they can really say, well, you know what, this you line up with this mice right here. And everybody gonna be like, oh man, I'm a mouse that was in Florida. That was a little mouse in Florida named Pink. There was a little mouse in Florida named Pink, and guess what? Me and Pink share genetics. So does that mean that that's your cousin? No, it does not mean it's your cousin. Okay, it does not mean that your great 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 grandparent was a mouse. Okay, it's comparing. It's comparing. Okay, so they can compare you to plants. They can take all the plants, get all the DNA, and they can take Chad Murdoch DNA, and they can say, Chad, we have compared you with a a a dandelion, bro. Like you got like 60%. You know what I'm saying? You got like 3% dandelion. They can take all the flies in the world and they can do genetic testing on the flies. And then they can come back and they can get grassroots and they can say, well, grassroots, this is the type of fly you come back as. You come back as a North Indian Hucamunga choka chica fly found in the Yucatan Peninsula. But anyway, but this is not what I'm here for though. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead because I'm too goofy. Now, but hold on. Let me go back and let's read the bottom. I put the link in there so those of you guys who want to see the link. As you can see down here, it said mitochondrial DNA testing familytree.com also includes haplogroup testing. Your haplogroups represent your ancestral origins, tens, thousands, and 10,000 years ago. Okay, can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? So I'm a, you know what? Actually, you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Lakeisha read it. No. It's okay. It's okay. No, it says mitochondrial DNA testing at Family Tree. DNA also include haplogroup testing. Your haplogroup represent your ancestral origins, thousands and tens of thousands of years ago. So that means that they should be able to take a monkey, okay? They should be able to. So that means that they should be able to take a monkey and they should be able to go tens of thousands years ago from the monkey and they should be able to come up with a chicken and they should be able to take the chicken and go tens and thousands of years away from the chicken and then it comes up with like a some type of bug and then they should be able to test that bug and then they should be able to go all the way from that bug and go all the way down to like a single cell organism and they should be able to prove the evolution theory with DNA analysis. So have they done that yet? Do anybody know? Have they done that yet? If DNA is real and the outer Africa theory in evolution is real, then use DNA to prove that evolution is real. It's very simple, you guys. They can't do that. I'm your boy Ty Data. No, I'm not a scientist. I'm your neighborhood computer guy. When I tell you your math is wrong, your math is wrong. The first thing wrong with your math is that you don't have any. You don't have any. That's the first thing wrong with your math. Catch me on the Kodaks, you guys. That's where I live at. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag the Kodaks. Don't let these dudes and don't let these weirdos, they don't know what they're saying. They're philosophers and they're actors, and a lot of them is guys from prison who have emotional disturbance and live in these little cities where nobody really love them. And all types of things going on, you know what I'm saying? And not saying that I'm not one, but I kind of know it. So that kind of put me in a, different little, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my culture's messed up. I know Americans is dumb. So I'm not walking around trying to be smart. But no, I'm not a scientist. I am a computer guy. So anybody bring up outer Africa theory, or if anybody ever bring up DNA, tell them to prove your theory using your DNA. If you can't do it, don't speak it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Shout out to us. Y'all know where the family at. Hashtag the Kodaks. It's finna go down. So um we gonna go ahead and get out of here in style today. You know what I'm saying? Uh shout out to the brother over there at shout out to the brother over there, Brooklyn, purebred Brooklyn over there, Zayax. You know the brother Q Butter over there. We going out in style. Cause every day I wake up, I feel like
Hey, watch it take over. All this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust now, trust and believe. Watch us take over. Yeah, all this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust, yes, trust and believe. Watch us take over. Yeah, my dad is drumming differently. We find the wins in all the games that they try to play. We held our ground, tell our fans through the poverty. While leaders down, knowledge drown, but we find a way. Life was cold, but we made it hot. No matter how it goes, we gon' make it pop. Black is like a gold or a precious rock. So message to my foes, we gon' never stop. Cause all of us ain't ignorant. Learn the light, see the code, you'll see the difference. Cause all of us ain't ignorant. Learn the life, see the code, you'll see the difference. Watch us take over. All this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust now, trust and believe. Watch us take over. All this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust now, trust and believe. Watch us take over.
From the land of the street lights where kids get kidnapped. Black man murdered through a white man's dispatch. But my aggression overcomes the oppression, and the fact that I can speak is my deadliest weapon. Look, this for the ghetto, shit that only VC. They take us out the streets and stash us in the OBCC. Now these shell tops slowly walk the cell block. I swear this shit can get funkier than stale socks. So I learned to be humble in this jungle. Keep some pads in my step, cause if I stumble, shit can crumble. The cops keep killing all our soldiers, trying to control the population, cause they know one day
watch us take over.
Yeah.
All this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust now, trust and believe. Watch us take over. All this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust now, trust and believe. Watch us take over. All this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust now, trust and believe. Watch us take over. All this shit that you see, we gon' make our way to the top. You can trust now, trust and believe. Watch us take over.